Hello, welcome to iPowerlingua. This is the 16th in a series of intermediate English reading and listening exercises, and this will be the final one in the intermediate level of English reading and listening exercises. In this one, we're going to be looking at lying. This article here is called The Truth About Lying. Personally, I don't agree with some of these things, but here it is. Let's hear the article. This is someone's opinion, and then we'll answer some questions. The article is entitled The Truth About Lying. It seems that everybody tells lies. Well, not big lies, but what we call white lies. Telling white lies isn't really that bad. Most of the time, people do it because they want to protect a friendship. Some studies suggest that the average person lies about 7 times a day. The only real questions are about when we lie and who we tell lies to. A recent study found that people frequently stretch the truth. Here are some ways they do it. Number 1, lying to hide something. People often lie because they want to hide something from someone. For example, a son doesn't tell his parents that he's dating a girl because he doesn't think they will like her. Instead, he says he's going out with the guys. Number 2, giving false excuses. Sometimes people lie because they don't want to do something. For example, someone invites you to a party. You think it will be boring, so you say you're busy. Number 3, lying to make someone feel good. Often we stretch the truth to make someone feel good. For example, your friend cooks dinner for you, but it tastes terrible. Do you say, no? You probably say, do you say it's terrible? No, you probably say, this is delicious. Number 4, lying to hide bad news. Sometimes we don't want to tell someone bad news. For example, you have just had a very bad day at work, but you don't feel like talking about it. So if someone asks you about your day, you just say everything was fine. So those are the different categories of lying according to this article. Personally, I think it's good to tell the truth in all circumstances, if possible. And maybe lying is okay for in this situation where it has to do with your wife or your husband and cooking or something like this, or they bought you something and you didn't like it, but maybe you can tell them you like it. Or they cook something and you don't like it, but you should make them feel happy, and so you tell them you like it. So that's my personal opinion. Anyway, that was the end of the article. So let's look at some questions, and we'll see what the responses will be. First of all, number 1, what are the 4 different ways about that this article describes lying as being? What are the 4 different reasons people lie? What are the 4 different reasons people lie? Number 2, what would you do if your wife or husband cooked some food and it tasted horrible, like garbage, disgusting? What would you tell them? Number 2, or number 3, what would you do if your friend bought you a present and it was the most horrible looking clothes you've ever seen? Maybe it's a pair of pants, and maybe half of the pant is there and the other half is missing, and the color is like pink with green and blue and red and yellow all together, and it looks like a clown, outfit. What would you tell your friend? And the final question of the intermediate English reading listening exercise segment is, what would you do if your parents bought you a gift and you didn't like it? Would you tell them it was a nice gift and thank them? Or would you say you didn't like them, or didn't like the gift and give it back to them? So that concludes the intermediate level of English reading and listening exercises. I hope to see you soon for the advanced listening and reading exercise program. Visit iPowerlingua.com for more English lessons, and also some language lessons, as well as accent reduction. So I'll see you then, and thank you very much for your time.